I'm your host Mike St. Clair, and this is the Scream Freak Rewind. Today's video is going to be another magic reveal tutorial. That's where I perform a magic trick and then I show you guys exactly how it's done. For today's trick, I'm going to show you guys how to levitate an object. For this example, we're going to be using a playing card, but similar size and shape objects can be used as well. So from this point, we're going to take the card. I'm just going to place it into my palm. And if you watch carefully, you'll actually see that card start to levitate. You see that? You see it coming up there? You see that? Card's levitating. And then just like that, we can bring it back down. And there it is. You guys ready to see how that trick was accomplished? Perfect. I'm going to show you right now. Okay guys, this is a really easy trick to do. It's a really cool effect, and it's not going to take you long to learn it at all, and with a little practice you can really fool some people. Here's what you're going to need. First off, you're going to need something to levitate. In this video we used a playing card, and this is probably the best thing that you can levitate. You can do some other objects, but a card, a business card, someone's business card, or a credit card, or something like that will be the best, but anything similar in size and shape to a playing card you can use. Next, we're going to need a pair of scissors. We're going to need some clear tape, preferably the double-sided tape, but if you don't have that, this will work just fine. And a small piece of plastic, or this can obviously be cut from a bigger piece, which is why we're going to need the scissors. Or if you don't have a piece of plastic, you can take another playing card, preferably not one of the actual playing cards, but maybe an insert or maybe a joker or something that you're not going to be using. Here's what you're going to do. Now you want your piece of plastic to be about the same size as the playing card, so you want to measure that out and cut it accordingly. If it hangs over the edge just a tad, not too big of a deal, no one's probably going to notice it, and it'll probably be easier to do the trick. But if it's hanging over too much, people may see it and it'll really ruin the effect. Next, you're going to take a piece of tape, or your double-sided tape. If you don't have double-sided tape, you're just going to roll up a little loop here. Just roll a little loop there. You can take it and roll it backwards around a pen or a pencil to get a good little loop. And you're going to take it and you're going to stick it right to the middle of the plastic. It's very important that it's in the middle, or the trick won't work as well. If you were using a piece of a playing card, do it the exact same way. Obviously, it's going to be the same length as the playing card already, so you won't have to cut anything. You'll just have to cut it lengthwise. And you will put your double-sided tape or your tape loop here. And next, we're going to take this and we're going to stick it right in the middle of the back of the card. And you want it to be as center as possible, because if you've got one side longer than the other, the effect's really not going to work as well. Now, at first you may have some trouble performing this trick, so what I recommend doing is taking your plastic and holding it here and bending the plastic up. Now, you don't want to put a crease in it, but you want to get it to where it's got a good bend in it here, to where it kind of hangs down just a little bit there. Maybe that's a little too much, but you press it down and it'll flatten itself out. But you're going to need to prepare the card ahead of time, unless you're really good and you can stick it on there as you're going. That will come with practice, but that is possible to do. So you want to try to avoid showing the spectator the back of the card, because if they see it, they're going to see the trick right there. But you're going to take the card and you're going to place the card inside the palm of your hand. Now, as you saw in the video, you didn't see this angle. You're actually going to want to have it to where they're kind of looking down over top of the card like this, rather than looking at it right in front of their face. So this is a really good close-up effect where someone's right up on you. It's a really cool effect. And if you're doing it like that, you're not going to need to watch your angles too much. If you're doing more of a head-on shot, then you're going to have to worry about showing this here. So just be careful. Practice it in the mirror. I mean, that's the way you get good. If you don't have someone to practice to, practice it to yourself in the mirror. Do it over and over again until you're watching and you're not seeing anything. And when you can't see how the trick is done, even though you know how it's done, then they're not going to be able to see how it's done either. But enough yabber jabber. This is what you're going to do. You're going to take the card, place it into your hand, and what you want to do is have this piece here kind of resting on the inside of your thumb palm here, the palm of your thumb, in your hand, the palm of your thumb. Anyway, it's going to go here, and the other one is going to go onto your ring finger or your middle finger, or whatever's more comfortable for you. After some practice, you should be able to do it pretty well and know exactly where you need to put it. But the trick is this: you put the card in your hand, and then without them seeing, you're going to want to, you're going to be squeezing these together, and as you squeeze, it's going to lift off, and it's going to give a really cool effect. But, there's a good chance you can see what I'm doing here because you're seeing the side of it there. But with the clear plastic, it's not as obvious. So I recommend going with that. But, just practice this in the mirror. Do it 100 times until you feel like, they can't see the plastic and you feel comfortable. At first, it's going to kind of pop up and it'll kind of bounce around a little bit. And that looks really unnatural. So you want to make sure that you avoid having it do that, because that may be a giveaway as well. But, just practice, and you should be able to pull this trick off one more time. Card's going to go into the palm with a piece on the back. And then you're going to have an over-top view where they're close to you. And then you're just going to squeeze, and that card is going to lift. It's going to lift, it's going to lift. And as you bring it back down, you're going to grab the card with your thumb, you're going to peel off your tape, and you can present the card for examination. And that's the trick, guys. That's how it's done. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and more Magic Reveal tutorials. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and thanks for being awesome. See you guys next time.